Hello, Sivat the Mighty here, and welcome back to Dauntless. And as you can see, I am geared out, and we're going to try to hunt me some more of this ice pangar, I believe it is. I think we got revenge on the fire one. Maybe it was the ice one. I can't quite remember. I'm pretty sure it was the fire one. So we got a little bit of revenge. I'm actually trying to level up the weapon that I do want to use a little bit more. So as you know, I've been playing around with all of the weapons and kind of mixing and matching them as I go along. I have found that I really do enjoy the warpike, and I really do enjoy the warpike and the hammer, but a lot of these newer monsters are giving me a hard time. We have Panthonic with us, and he looks like he is awesome. So me and Panthonic. I guess I'll go ahead and ready up, and we'll see how badly I do for Panthonic here. Hopefully he's just straight up awesome and beats the thing by himself, because I am bad. I'm very, very bad. Do not wish to fight the Pangars. So what's the plan? The plan is actually to try to be a little bit more evasive. I am using the dual blade, so I don't really have the evasive move through dodges, but hopefully I can get in and get a little bit of damage in where I can, and then get back out. Stick and dodge, stick and dodge. I guess eventually we're gonna have to start looking at different builds and starting to experiment around with actually trying to get a hold of some of the good armor augmentators. I've been trying to kind of stay away from that, because if it, again, is anything like Monster Hunter, once I get to what they called high rank, basically after you beat all of the monsters, you can access higher level versions, and that's when you actually get the real armor that can scale all the way through. So this stuff really doesn't matter, so putting stuff into it really wouldn't matter. But again, I don't know if it works that way. I don't know if it's just going to allow me to continuously level this one up or not. I guess I should fire off a flare. And we will see how this goes. So these frost beavers and fire beavers really do give me a hard time. I don't really know their moves too terribly much. Alright, so... Oh! Okay, so this one's a little bit roll happy. He has some movement behind him, that's for sure. Oh yeah, that's right, he loves to scuff the ground. I thought I dodged that. Let's get out. Let's get out. Again, I wish I had a little bit of iframes on it. Okay. Let's move out. Let's see if I can move back in. And you always move to the... Well, not always. I was thinking that he might have always moved to the right. But that does not appear to be the case. I'm just never quick enough for that. Okay. There's a scuff. Tail swing. Power stomp that I can't get away from. And roaring. And he's back to doing his rolling thing. Okay. Now he's doing a forward charge. So he's got stomps, he's got scuffs. He's got a forward charge. Yeah. I want to go back in now. Oh, I didn't expect that to go all the way around. Right over the tail. Good. Dang it! Building up that stamina. Let's get back out. Oh, he got the tail. Good job. Oh, that was a forward smash. Now he's doing a little bit of rolling. I think we're doing all right. Let's see if I can grab a little bit of heals. Excellent. Oh, right, we actually managed to get out of the smash that time. Not that time, though. In and out, in and out. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Back out. Ah! That was my bad. It's 1. I don't even know if I was causing damage there. It's time to get out. Alright, he did his foot scuff. And he's going to roll over this way. Let's get back out. Maneuver around, get back in. Okay. Not bad. I mean, obviously he's doing all of the work, but not bad. Oh, he's already found him. I was hoping maybe I could find some rocks. But it doesn't look like I'm going to get much rocks in this particular one. And that's okay. Let's already get our weapons out. Out. Back in. Out. Back in. Out. I missed. Ooh. He is Stompy McGee, that's for sure. Oh, he got me that time. Out. Back in. Got me good that time. Oh. Get out. Yes. Alright, he's got the little foot rub. Nope. Dang it! I honestly don't know my range of that too well yet. Back out. Back in. Good job. I wonder if I did better than an E. I doubt it. Oh, I got a C this time. And he got the S+, so he did pretty good. He carried everything. But hey, look at this. Look, we did a little bit of damage, and we didn't take a lot of damage, so I think some improvements have been made. I'm quite happy with that outcome. Quite happy. So we're getting more parts. The important thing about fighting this guy and getting these particular parts is we're actually making the frost spear and putting together this frost armor. So I should have a set of fire armor and a frost armor and a set of lightning armor once I can actually figure out how to beat the lightning guy, which we have tried one time and I haven't even dared go back. That was not going to work well with my ice axe and the way that I'm horrible with it. So, yeah, that's a thing. That is definitely a thing. But that's okay. As you can see, we've upgraded this fire weapon a little bit. I've been fighting the fire Pangar and this frosty Pangar. They're both not called Pangars, I don't think. But the beavers! The war beavers! The frost war beaver of death and the fire war beaver of death. So I've been trying to get a little bit of practice with them, a little bit more experience, and level up my particular items. Unfortunately, I've been fighting a little bit more of the fire ones than the frost ones, so I was able to get these fire weapons built up a little bit, but not my frost weapon. So my frost weapon is coming along.
Wills is at your service.
Wills! I don't know, yeah, I don't think I can level it up. I'm gonna need a severed tail plate and a lot more weapon arcanite.
Thank you for your patience.
That's fine. Maybe we can actually level up some of this frost armor and get a little bit more protection. Still can't make the gloves yet because for the gloves I also need this severed tail plate. That's okay. Let's go ahead and upgrade the armor. And now this also needs these severed tail plates, man. Alright. So we're low on a lot of resources. Just about everything, honestly. Okay, so since we fought him, we should at least fight the fire one more time and see what's going on with that. So for that, I actually want this armor. Okay. And I want my spear or pike. Yeah, Pangar, and then we have a Hellion. They're all war beavers to me. So basically I'm just hunting these two back and back and back and back and back and back because I need both of their pieces and I need lots of them so I can complete the armors, and that's what I really want to do. Complete the armors, get my spear and that done, and then Mr. Shockboy, once I can fight him with either one of these particular sets, I will make a shock sword. So we will see a shock sword in the future, and that's going to also be a very fun weapon to use. So then I'll have a shock sword, I'll have the ice war pike, and I will have the fire zippity doo-dah blades. So I do believe that that'll give me a good staple. For my hammer, honestly, I don't know what type I want to do with the hammer yet. I'll actually have to look into those and see. I think whatever the next new monster will be, I will make a hammer out of that. And that should be cool. So it doesn't look like a lot of people want to fight this Hellion right now. So it looks like we may have a little bit of a wait time. That's quite unfortunate. So there's a lot actually going on with this game, and I will talk about that in a little more in detail, probably in the next episode. We'll see. It may be coming up a little bit, but there's a lot with this game that I'm having a little bit of trouble with, and there's a lot with this game that I actually do enjoy as well. So that's some cool looking armor. I am Senpai Rar. Well, thank you, I'm Senpai Rar, founder. We will enjoy having you in our mission. So there's a lot I would actually like to discuss and review and go over. I want to actually get my notes together on that first and do a little bit of an educational video on what I think about some things. And I know I haven't even gotten to the high level stuff yet or experienced anything, but just kind of as a casual player and my thoughts and what I would like to see and what do I expect. So I will talk to more about that in detail in a more informational video than this one is. So in this one, we're going to fight this one more guy, and I was hoping that we would get a good party right away. I am Senpai Rar. Seems like they're going to be awesome. They're using the same getup I am. Let's give them some fair warning. Oh boy. This founder status here really impresses me, though. That means that they're in it for the long haul, most likely. I'm excited. I did hear through the grapevine that there might be some more weapons added to the game, a little bit more diversity. Again, I don't know because I'm kind of playing through everything blind right now, as blind as humanly possible. I haven't looked into any videos on it or anything like that, so I honestly don't even know what the next monsters are or any type of strategies for beating them. When I went into play Monster Hunter World, I went through the game first, through all of the low rank stuff without looking up anything about it. Was kind of experimenting around. Then I got through pretty much the entire high rank game doing something very similar. I did group with people and did make progress that way and was watching kind of what people did and learned with the help of others. But I didn't actually start looking up build videos or anything like that until I was already basically at the end of the game fighting Tempereds. And then I was starting to go, okay, well, how can I optimize my builds and look into fun stuff like that, and open those up and see, okay, what is everybody else doing, and kind of get comparisons to how I had been playing with what they were doing. And I thought that that would be a neat way to kind of approach this particular game as well. But sorry about that. I don't know. I might actually have to delve into that a little bit sooner into looking up stuff. I want to experiment around with things, but this being a free-to-play game, I'm also kind of worried about if I put those orbs in and if I use the wrong orbs, maybe I get a super rare drop orb that's really good for these particular sets and everything, but I just wasted it because I was low level and put it in there, and it's going to cost me $5 to remove it. So I don't want to end up in a situation like that. So I have to do a little bit of research, I believe, on the state of affairs and how that's going to work, so I can kind of sort out how I want to move forward with that aspect of everything. I could also be doing it completely wrong, and it might be cheap to unsocket those things. And if that's the case, then I've been wasting not resocketing. I'll have to do some experiments with some of the lower level ones, or I could just do a little bit of reading. Either way, I think it's time to actually start making decisions about that to try to make some of these hunts a little bit better for me in particular, and give me more of an advantage. Well, enough rambling on about that. Step 1 to a good monster hunt. Gotta get our ore. This ore is actually very, very important. I don't know, I may have gone over it in the past. I probably have, knowing me. But there are these healing circles you can drop on the ground, healing totems rather, that heal you in a small area, and they use those particular cores. And those are very useful to help heal the party up, especially in battles like this where I'm not very effective. It really does help make a big difference when you can bring something to the table. So, with this weapon, that's what you want to avoid. Alright, we're going to load up a missile. And we're actually going to grab a heal here. But you actually want to avoid getting hit after you do your combos. And for good reason. If you avoid getting hit, I don't even know. That just did not work at all. So when you saw me standing around there doing nothing, I was actually attempting to activate my lantern. But I didn't have enough charge for that. Okay, I just want to move. Where's my buddy at? I want to grab a little bit more of this, and I don't want to grab any more of this. I want to leave it all for my buddies, who can actually make... Oh, the backswing on the tail gets me almost every single time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... So we're going to get a half missile because I'm just worried about losing my stuff here. And I want to fire off a half missile. Alright, we got the tail. Watch out for that. Let's get back in here. Alright, now with this weapon, if I keep my charge, I do more damage. So I want to keep my charge for as long as possible. And then leverage it. Alright, he did his little scuffle. There's a stomp. I thought I rolled in time. Okay. $1,200 on that missile. 907 on that missile. 907 on that missile. Excellent. That's what we wanted. Oh! I didn't expect that. Alright, so now we want to go ahead and hit 4. He's enraged. Watch our stamina. And we're gonna load up. Alright, so now we've got a max missile. Only did 800, but that's because he was enraged, I think. Kind of like a hyper armor situation. And not bad. Now I know I didn't do hardly any of the work there. That was mostly my team, but I did get a D rank, which is better than my E rank that I normally get. So I'm quite happy with that I did get never downed, evasive, and I put at least silver damage onto the behemoth. So we got a molten tailplate for that. The molten tailplate is pretty good. That's kind of like that Pangar tailplate for the other one that we need for the frost weapons, but that one's for the fire one. That's good because I need that to level up the fire weapon, and I also need it for the fire armor. Now my fire weapon has already leveled up to level 2 or 3. So it's actually my strongest weapon, the chain blades, currently. So I'm quite happy with where it's at. I think I'm going to invest that one more into the armor, because as you see, that guy still hits me pretty tough, or pretty hard, not tough. So I would rather actually have better armor, if I can, because I need it. I need the better armor. One thing I do like about that fire armor a lot too is the shield that it gives you. It may not be much of a help, but if you do get hit a lot, you have to wait 10 seconds, but you get an armor buff, basically, that is used before your hit points. And it's not enough to take out a hit completely, but if you do get hit multiple times like I do in a battle, if you can build that armor buff back up, it can be a substantial amount of health that it helps you with. And I really do enjoy that with this armor. I like it a lot. So we're going to take a look and see what we can do here. So yeah, with that, it is going to let me... I already have one piece maxed out, the Hell Bracers plus 4. The Hell Plate, it requires one of those tail plates. It requires one of those tail plates. Basically, everything requires one of those tail plates. That's plus 2, that's plus 2. They're all plus 2. So let's just go ahead and upgrade the armor. Now, this last level does not require a tailplate, but it does require a lot of armor arcanite. So we're going to work on getting that stuff together as well. And probably doing some of the quests in order to do that, because I do like farming these guys because I really need their pieces, but I need more of that arcanite and everything now. Oh, actually, looks like we're going to be able to end this video off. I unlocked a Slayer Core. So let's see what we can grab from this. We got a rare one. We got a Fireproof Cell, plus 2 Fireproof Cell, protects against being set on fire. That's good. That's really good for this particular armor, actually, because protects against chilled frozen status effects. I will be using this armor to fight fire people, mainly the guy that we're just now fighting. So this will be a good opportunity to actually try out some of these. Medic. Well, I guess they're medic. They're specific. So did I miss something? Lantern, health, revive your allies. Okay, so apparently I really don't know what I'm doing. Which we already knew that. Does that go inside of a weapon then? It does. I don't know if I quite like that being put into a weapon. Protects against being set on fire. Well, we'll wait on that. We will wait on that for the time being. But I think everything went pretty well this time. I want to thank you guys a lot for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.